On Fridays, we usually have a special set of presentations, and I'd like to begin today by recognizing Councilmember Tom LaBonge for a very special presentation. Mr. LaBonge.
Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! You know I need someone. Help!
Mr. President and members, let's give Friday a big hand because it's Friday here in Los Angeles. I'm joined by the great Chris Carter, who you all will know and recognize from the Breakfast with the Beatles, a program that celebrated its 25th anniversary, giving the opportunity to come in touch with the great music of the Beatles. This radio program started in 1983 on then KMET, hosted by the late Deirdre O'Donoghue. In 1987, with KMET transforming, it briefly saw Breakfast with the Beatles at KNX AM and then on to KLSX a year later. Following in 2001 with the passing of Deirdre, the current host, Chris Carter, took over the helm of the show and had it on the air throughout 2006, which fought alongside many other fans against the show, picked up by another station, shepherding his listeners all the way to classic rock KLOS. Under Chris Carter's guidance, Breakfast with the Beatles has become the #1 Sunday morning destination on Los Angeles radio. Breakfast with the Beatles played host to numerous guests over the years, including Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, Pete Best, Olivia Harrison, Billy Preston, and Patty Boyd. The longevity of Breakfast with the Beatles is particularly noble, given how greatly the radio landscape has changed since the show first went on the air 25 years ago. It's a testament both to the show's integrity and to the innovation and approach that the Fab Four had as musicians and Chris Carter has as the host. Now, therefore, be it resolved, by adoption of this resolution, the mayor of the great city of Los Angeles, the city council and all its members, the city controller, and the city attorney hereby recognize Breakfast with the Beatles on the occasion of its 25th anniversary and wish them many, many more years. And thousands of Beatle fans everywhere salute them for Breakfast with the Beatles on their 25th anniversary. Congratulations.
All right.
Here, hold that bottom one, Chris.
Thank you very much.
All right. The Beatles have been a wonderful force of good. The artistry, the work, and all that they have done. And Breakfast with the Beatles is a chance to connect. I just know, Chris, you enlightened so many people with this program. We wanted to honor you. You were there with us when the late, great George Harrison passed in Los Angeles, where we planted his memorial tree in Griffith Park at the Charlie Turner Trailhead. You're there anywhere in the community. You're one of the great people on radio. Please, for remarks, welcome Chris Carter.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Beatle Tom for making it all happen. Thank you very much, and everyone here at the Los Angeles City Council. Let me start off by saying the Beatles loved Los Angeles. This is our 25th year here, and it's a true testament not only to the music of the Beatles, but to the people of Los Angeles. I want to dedicate this to the late, great Deirdre O'Donoghue, who started the show 25 years ago, like Tom said, at the mighty Met, KMET. And also want to mention that we are now not only on in Los Angeles, but we're on Sirius Satellite Radio and XM. So if you leave the state, you can hear us. Thank you so much for honoring the show and myself.
Chris, thank you very much. I just wanted to ask you, who was your favorite Beatle?
My favorite Beatle is Beatle George Harrison.
Me too. Why?
Yes.
Why?
As a person, you know, he didn't get a chance to get that many songs on the albums, but I think as a person, George just struck a chord with me.
He sure did. And, you know, one of his songs is Here Comes the Sun. It was when the Beatles were having a very tough night, all night long recording.
Right.
They were having trouble and trying to get it together. And George went out in the garden and penned Here Comes the Sun.
That's right.
You know, and what's the words are inspiration. So that's if we ever have a day that is not the day that we want, we know hopefully that day will come again, and here comes the sun, and give us strength to go on. So it's quite amazing, so much inspiration. Mr. Garcetti, I thank you for this opportunity. We just recently, in your district, honored the Capitol Record Building, which have recorded so many of the Beatles' songs on Vine Street. The work that you've done to restore Hollywood and keep that monument clear is so important, and it all adds together. And I love the way you said that the Beatles did love Los Angeles, because Olivia's sister came to the program in Griffith Park when we planted the tree, and she spoke how George loved Alvera Street. George loved going to Alvera Street enjoyed having his family there, experience in Los Angeles. I know Ringo was at the Greek
Yeah, all
Theater this
four of them have
summer. They all had
resided here
some
at one
relations
point,
to
yeah.
that, so it's very special. Again, let's congratulate Breakfast with the Beatles for 25 years.
All right. Thank you.